your home.
A months-long investigation by the 7 investigators and Scripps Television has found the reporting of use of force by law enforcement across the country and in Southeast Michigan is scattered at best and highly unreliable.
That now has the Department of Justice working to standardize the reporting. 7 investigator Jonathan Carlson is here now with the story. Jonathan.
Guys, use of force by police has dominated the headlines over the last year, and just yesterday I was in court as a former Inkster officer was found guilty of wrongly beating a man during a traffic stop. Those cases were caught on tape, but keeping tabs on just how often this type of thing happens, on and off camera, we found it's a mess. The beating of an Inkster man, the most high-profile example of excessive force in the metro this year, it joined headlines around the nation showing cops behaving badly. Local attorney David Robinson, a former Detroit cop, specializes in cases of force.
The advent of the video, that has changed the way that the public sees police officers in action, but it hasn't changed police officers.
But is force on the rise, or do the numbers tell a different story? The 7 investigators pored over nationwide data, and of those police agencies surveyed, we found nearly half showed a decrease in force, and about a quarter showed an increase. The remainder fluctuated.
Use of force against citizens in the United States of America is really very, very minuscule when compared to the number of police-citizen contacts that happened every year in this country.
How does Michigan stack up? We crunched numbers from the Detroit Police Department, which showed a decrease in overall cases of force. And when we looked at the Michigan State Police, there was a trending increase. However, the number of overall arrests often play into those numbers, so everything is relative. But here's where the problems lie. Many agencies nationwide and in Michigan could not provide data. It highlights what federal law enforcement officials say is a lack of uniformity in tracking incidents of force nationwide.
The use of force information from law enforcement agencies is so varied because we have 18,000 decentralized agencies across America, each serving various functions and purposes, from local PD to sheriffs to constables to state law enforcement agencies. Each of these agencies have different information systems, different policies on use of force, and collect information in various ways.
So while we can show you the trends we found, a nearly exact picture of where force stands nationwide isn't available to us, you, or the federal government for that matter. And that needs to be addressed, say officers.
Every agency needs to have a good, solid record of the force that's being used by their officers and review of those situations.
Now here's some more perspective. The data available is based on self-reporting by law enforcement. So in some cases, some departments may have tons of citizen complaints of force, but they decide when it rises to excessive. Jonathan Carlson, 7 Action News.
All right.